Welcome to another Firefly video tutorial. In this video I'm going to be showing you how I make some floral inspired hoop earrings using Miyuki seed beads. This is kind of what we're going to be creating today, and some materials you're going to need are a closed ring, some hooks, here's some needles. I'm using a size 10, and I'm also using the size 11, two colors of the size 11 Miyukis. And then you can use Nymo or S-Lon. I'm using S-Lon size D, and I don't really have to code it. I'll list everything down in the descriptions below as well, so you know what exactly I'm using. And the first thing we're going to do is put our needle on, and then we're going to go down on this end of the hoop, so on the tail end of our thread, and we're just going to tie a square knot right here onto the loop. So just over and under, and then over and under. Okay, so we want a little bit of a tail here, about a 5 or 6 inch tail left on the end. And now we're just going to start with this first row here that goes actually around, so none of the triangles yet, just around. So our base color is this mustard yellow. I want to go under like this, pull everything down, see how I'm pinching it with my fingers. Pull everything into place, tuck my tail, and then go up through and pull, and you'll see your bead lie flat like this. So again, we're going to go through our loop, tuck our tail, and go up through, and again pull. And we're just going to do this all the way around until you have a little bit of a space left. You do want an odd number for this. I'm using 19, I believe, on here. And then I'm going to leave a little bit of a gap at the end. Yeah, so you see that this does happen. And you just want to be very gentle. If you know you're about to knot it, don't pull the wrong direction or it will knot on you. So I got it caught on the edge of the table, so this does happen sometimes, but just take your needle off and undo it and gently work it out, and then continue on. So here I am with my last one here. I'm going to put him on, tuck, pull, go under. And you should have something that looks like this. So there's a little bit of a gap. And for this design, I have about 19 beads here. So that leaves a perfect little gap here, and it works perfectly for how I'm going to do my triangles. So we're ready to start beading, so you get yourself all ready. And we're going to start with this yellow one here. So I'm just going to go under this bridge. So there's a little bridge of thread here. So you're going to go under that with your needle, and then go up and under your bead. So it should look like this. So between each bead that we've already done, there's a bridge. So now we're going to do a red, and go under that bridge, tuck, and go up and through. And now another yellow under this bridge, tuck, and go up. So you should have something that looks like this, and then I turn it around because I like to work with my thread going this way. And we're going to start with a red now, or an orange. And another one, under, and up. Okay, looks like this, and turn it one more time, or work in the direction that you work in, and go under that last bridge here, and up through. So you should have something that looks similar to this. And now what we're going to do is go back down that side here, going towards the rest of our hoop. So just on the outside beads here, one at a time will work, or you can go through two, whatever you can fit your needle through. So you'll have something that looks like this. And now we're going to go down in the bead right next to all that. So it looks like this. Pull your thread through gently. And then I want to come back up through that bead, but in order to do that, I have to go through this hoop and then back up through the bead. So I kind of turn it around like this to make sure I can get my needle in there well enough. So it's just going down that bead and back up through the bead, but you want to catch the hoop so it looks like this. See that little loop there? So catch the hoop by pulling it up. And now we're in a starting position for our next triangle. So under the bridge, and it's the exact same pattern, and up. So 2 yellows and 4 reds in this pattern. Oh, and you see I already messed up by putting a yellow. If you do this, you just have to undo everything, so you just take the needle off. It happens, especially when you're distracted. And then you gotta pull your bead off. Get that guy out of the way, and then put your needle back on and continue on. And of course, this one's not going on as easily. There we go. So let's get the correct color now. Put that guy through the bridge and back up. And now our yellow. Okay, turn it around. We're gonna do red. Another red. Turn it around, and then our last red. Okay, looks like this, and remember we're gonna feed it back down through the beads here. And pull tight. Okay, so this is the part where we go down through this mounted bead here, and then take our needle through the hoop and then back up through that same bead to start ourselves off in the right position. So we're just going to continue this on, and I'll meet you at the end. So here I am at the end. I'm just going to feed everything back down like we've been doing. Alright, so we've got our tail on this side and then our working thread on this side. And what we want to do is position ourselves to start threading our working end back through some of these beads. And we want to hide our thread as best as possible. So I'm going up through this bead here. All I'm doing is I'm trying to tuck my thread inside before I cut it off. So I'm hiding it and looping it around several beads. I just gotta find which ones I want to go through. You can choose whatever as long as it works with your design. The whole point is to hide your thread and weave it in and out, in and out, in and out, and it just secures it. So let's go up through here. And this will happen sometimes, so just go slow with this process. There we go. Alright, let's see. I think I'm gonna go back up. And sometimes when it starts to get thick, you get a little bit of a tug and pull kind of thing here. I'm just going and weaving things in when I need to. And it's good that it's getting thick because that means it's less likely your thread will pull out, hopefully. Okay, so we're getting there. Let's tuck this back and let's go down here. I mean, you don't have to go crazy with this process. I probably go overboard, but better to be safe than sorry. So let's put it through this one here. Ah, there we go. Make sure that goes in between. Okay. So I think we're ready to cut off. Get some sharp scissors or cutters and cut as close as you can to a bead. And everything's hidden and secure. Now I'm going to take my needle off and put it onto my tail that we started off with. And I'm going to do the same thing with this and just start weaving it in so that I can do the exact same process we just did. So here we are with our finished beaded piece, and all we have to do is add a hook to it. So if you've got some chain nose pliers, that really helps you open up these guys. So you just gently twist. You don't want to pry it apart, just twist. And simply slip on your hoop. If it fits onto your hook, that's awesome. And you don't need any extra components, just your hook and your hoop. close it back up flush, and that is that. It's a simple and fun beginning project if you're just getting into weaving, and it's a cute look, especially fall time coming. Looks like leaves. If you enjoy this video, please hit like or subscribe to our channel to learn more beading tips like this. Thanks for watching, and happy beading from us at Firefly.